the upper is
sensational.
Back with another one. This is a review of the Yeezy 350 Boost in the Turtledove colorway, all right? We're talking about the OG Yeezy 350s, all right? Not the V2s. We're talking about Yeezy 350. Now what this is a comparison, all right? If you notice carefully, you might see that there's like a difference in tone between the Yeezy on the left and the Yeezy on the right. I want you to tell me which one is real, which one is fake. Y'all remember watching Dora the Explorer? And like Dora always gives you a pause so you can answer the question? Yeah, I just did that for y'all. The correct answer was the one on the right. Yep, that is this one right here. That is this one right here, all right? This one right here is the OG. It is real. It is authentic, all right? And this was actually the re-release. But yes, that is the authentic one. These are fakes. These are fugazis, all right? These are Yeezys, yes. What can I say about Yeezys? I mean, if I'm keeping it real, they've pretty much got the same level of comfort, all right? I would be lying to you if I told you that these are in any way as comfortable as the other Yeezys that have come after. We're comparing a Boost sneaker to a sneaker that doesn't have Boost. These have Boost, all right? Is it really doing anything for the sneaker? Not really. First of all, they look like something a caveman would wear. And somehow they're like futuristic clogs. When they first came out, people thought of them as like the Adidas Rocher runs. And I definitely kind of see the look, but at the end of the day, bro, Turtledoves look better. Now let's just quickly get into the fake pair. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but like you see the Yeezy right there, right? Guess how it looks on the real pair, right? We're talking very similar. Trying to get it, there we go. So, I mean, a slight difference, but again, I've worn this pair longer. Again, Boost, you know, exposed. Aren't as many holes for exposure for the Boost as there are for the V2s. I don't know that that really makes a difference, but yeah, there you go. You know, as you can see, Yeezy 350, made by Adidas. Oh yeah, so broke my toe, so I'm still wearing this boot right here, and it can sometimes be hard to move, so got my crutches. All right, sometimes the pain is kind of unbearable, so we do what we gotta do. But let me just tell you something. These have been worn, obviously. You might be thinking, why in the world would you wear fake Yeezys? That is a great question, and it is the only time I've worn fake Yeezys. I wore them to actually feel the difference between what it feels like having an authentic pair. And yes, I've actually worn these. It's just it doesn't look that way, if you can see. This is the real Yeezy. And here's the fake. Now, obviously, I've worn this more, but I really wanted to see what this Yeezy could go through in comparison to a sturdier, stronger pair. So I'll first say the durability is pretty solid on the upper of the sneaker, right? If I simply just washed this fake pair, it'll probably look good as new on the upper. As for the bottoms bottom out. They don't bottom out the way the V2s do. Like if you check out my last video on the 350 V2s, you'll hear everything I have to say about the Yeezy 350 V2s, for better, for worse. But these shoes are not for the lighthearted, right? The shoe isn't meant for comfort, right? This is Cozy Boy Os, right? So the question becomes, why am I reviewing this shoe? Well, I'm reviewing this shoe to do a comparison. I would never encourage you to buy fake Yeezys, all right? In fact, not long ago when I was younger and I was foolish and I naively thought that I could just get a real pair of Yeezys from some somewhat suspicious sneaker site, I got scammed. And you know, I basically went through the whole gamut to basically figure out whether these were real or fake. You know, they had this thing back then where you had to count the number of dots there were. You had to figure out where the stitching lied in the middle of this little back, and then you had to make sure that like the stitching here was correct. You had to make sure that the the dots were actually black rather than a dark navy blue or things like that, right? The most conclusive thing I can say about the shoe, as far as authenticity is, it's hard to tell what's authentic and what's fake based off of comfort. That doesn't mean that this is a bad shoe. The authentic pair will probably not bottom out the way the fake pair did. The authentic pair is also, given the fact that this is like the new 2022 version, actually has more boost. And in theory, over time, should be more comfortable. You know, I'll probably have to determine that through a wear test. You know, I'll probably wear it for like a month and a half and really figure it out. I'm being real. Like, I'm not trying to give a tepid response right now because I'm not even so much fed up with Yeezy so much as I am fed up with the sneakers that I always wanted that turned out to be uncomfortable, right? Like when you get to that point, like I was really excited when I actually got this pair and I was like, you know, I'm sure these are gonna be way more comfortable. And I realized that nothing's really gonna change the fact that even when you put more boost into this, it's not gonna be as comfortable as the V2s. That's, I guess, precisely why Ye made the V2s, right? So don't get your hopes up in that sense. But that said, I think the shoe is so dope. Well, guess what? On StockX, on GOAT, are still reselling for over $1,000 or near it. And it's not the most uncomfortable shoe. I wouldn't even call it uncomfortable, but it's not cozy. The upper is cozy, I will admit that. The best part about the Yeezy 350 is that the upper is
sensational.
The prime knit here is cozier than the prime knit on the V2s. V2 prime knit is tight, pause. And I think that sometimes you have to be willing to take the incentives with the constraints, right? The shoe is not a top tier sneaker when it comes to comfort, right? That said, the shoe looks good on feet.
My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg! My leg!
I've yet to see even just basic outfit that didn't work with these shoes. So in my opinion, it's one of the best shoes to get for Yeezy if you are really just worried about lifestyle aesthetic. That really gives me an idea. Wouldn't it be cool if Yeezy could like work with a hospital and come up with like stylish or fashionable cam boots? Yo, that'd be fire, right? Like I really think he could pull it off. Cause you remember those really ugly boots that came out in 2021? Right? Imagine if he made that as a boot for hospitals. You know? It's not like he hasn't done a hospital blue colorway before, right? Anyway, I just wanted to do a little comparison between Rio versus fake. I really think that V1s, I think all the colorways are actually good. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. I hope your feet are cozy. I hope your feet are healthy and not broken like my toe is. But yeah, I will catch you in the next one. All right, peace.